Welcome to the Future of Triple E channel. I am Siddharthan. We are discussing about the speed control methods of three-phase induction motor. In the previous video, we have discussed about the VBF control method. Here, to vary the speed and to get the constant rated magnetic flux and hence the maximum available torque, we will vary the magnitude of voltage and vary the frequency. We have also seen the PWM and 6-step voltage source inverter fed induction motor drive. In this video, let's see the implementation of IF control using current source inverter. Here, to vary the speed and to get the constant rated magnetic flux and hence the maximum available torque, we will vary the magnitude of current and vary the frequency. So this type of control is called IF control in literatures. First, let's review the VBF control method. We know that there is a fixed relationship between magnitude of voltage and frequency to get the constant rated magnetic flux and hence the maximum available torque. So based on that, we vary the magnitude of voltage and as well as frequency. Similarly, in IF control, there is a fixed relationship between slip frequency or otherwise known as rotor circuit frequency and stator current as shown here. This will give the constant rated magnetic flux and hence the maximum available torque. So based on that, we vary the magnitude of current and as well as frequency. Now let's see the implementation of closed loop IF control. Usually, IF control method is implemented using controlled rectifier and current source 6-step inverter as shown. As I told, to vary the speed and to get the constant rated magnetic flux and the maximum available torque, we need to control the magnitude of current and as well as frequency. It can be controlled by generating the desired gate control to get the desired magnitude of current from the rectifier and desired gate control to get the desired frequency from the inverter. Let's see how to generate these gate controls in a step-by-step manner. Closed loop system is used to have a precise speed control. So, first step is to measure the actual rotor speed n using speed sensor. The desired rotor speed n star we want will be compared with the actual rotor speed n in the error generator. The output of the error generator will be n star minus n. This will be given to the PI speed controller. The job of the PI speed controller is to make the input that is n star minus n to 0, which means it will make the actual rotor speed n to be equal to the desired rotor speed n star. The output of the PI speed controller is the desired slip frequency f minus fn. In DC motor, if you need to increase or decrease the speed, then you need to increase or decrease the torque, right? So, output of PI speed controller in DC motor will be the desired torque. Similarly, in induction motor, torque is proportional to slip speed ns minus n and hence the slip frequency fs minus fn or simply f minus fn. Now, this slip frequency has to be regulated using slip regulator. Slip regulator will restrict the slip frequency above the breakdown frequency at which the maximum torque develop in the motor. So, output slip frequency will be always equal to or below the breakdown frequency. With this desired slip frequency, we can get the desired stator current IS star. Because we already know how the slip frequency and stator current IS graph should look like. So that can be implemented using lookup table that includes the characteristics as shown. Now, this desired stator current IS star will be compared with the actual stator current IS in the error generator. Since we are using current source inverter, DC link current ID is proportional to stator current IS. The error generator output will be IS star minus IS, which will be given to the PI current controller. Again, this PI current controller will try to make the input error IS star minus IS is equal to 0. So the output of PI current controller will be the desired control voltage VC star. which will be given to the firing circuit, and this firing circuit will generate the gate control for all 6 thyristors, by which we can get the desired magnitude of current output from the controlled rectifier. At the same time, the slip frequency from the output of slip regulator will be added to the rotor speed frequency Fn, which can be get by multiplying P divided by 120 with rotor speed N, where P is equal to number of poles in the motor. So the output will be the desired frequency F star, because F minus Fn plus Fn will be equal to F, that is stator frequency or line frequency. Once we are getting the desired frequency F star, we can generate the gate control for all the 6 switches in the inverter to get this desired frequency output from the current source inverter using 6-step control as shown here. Output current waveform of 6-step switching control in current source inverter is similar to output voltage waveform in voltage source inverter we have discussed. Okay, in the next video, we will see the circuit diagram of current source 6-step inverter. You can download this PPT and PDF from the link given in the description. Please subscribe to my channel, have a smile and have a good day.